Hello and welcome to WTNB Today. I'm your host, Wendy Benton. I want to thank you for joining me and thank our sponsor, led-gear.com. If you have lighting or staging needs, please do not forget to visit their website, especially for proms coming up. That's led-gear.com. Let's take a quick look at our calendar of events sponsored by Southeast Crossroads Magazine. On March 26th, there is a home buying seminar at Lee University, and that is free to the public. Also, March 28th, on Saturday, Get a Grip Bike Show will be at George R. Stewart School. Registration begins at 10 a.m., and they will have everything you can imagine in bikes for the bike show, from vintage bikes to stunt bikes. Also on March 28th, the Multicultural Fair at Cleveland State Community College, and that will begin that morning at 10 a.m. as well. And you can learn about different cultures and countries at Cleveland State. That will be in their gymnasium. Also on April 11th, Arts in Greenway Park. This is a sponsorship between Chalk the Walk and the Groovin' on the Greenway, formerly known as Evening Shade, and that will be a family fun day beginning at 12 p.m. to actually 9:30 p.m. that evening. Chalk the Walk will be from 12 to 4. If you want to come out, purchase a square to do your artwork on the Greenway, you can do that. Bring your kids out. It's always a lot of fun. There will be food vendors there, and then our headliners will begin at 4:30. We will have 9th Street Stompers, Molly McGuire's, the Iron Horse, and Pete Rivera. Also, April 17th, Cherry's Jubilee. That is a fundraiser that will help put artwork and monies back into our public schools and participating schools that are like Tennessee Christian Preparatory that are members of the Chamber. Going on right now is Eat Your Art Out Cleveland. That will end on April 20th, so please visit our local restaurants. There are several that are participating in Eat Your Art Out, and you can visit their website, eatyourartoutcleveland.com, to check out the artwork for purchase that benefits the artist as well as the Greenway Public Arts Committee. So there's a lot of stuff going on, as always. You don't want to miss out on anything. We've got a great show coming up for you. I will have Stephen Beasley from First Baptist Church join me. So we will see you back here right after this break.
Live in 3, 2, 1.
For over 25 years, Ed Jacobs & Associates has been treating each of our clients like business partners. Finding the right insurance for your employees shouldn't be that complicated or expensive. Receiving quality financial advice for you and your business should be even easier. We treat each client with respect and integrity and handle your situation as if it was our own. Call me today for your own free consultation.
Hi, I'm Samantha Young, Managing Editor of Southeast Crossroads Magazine, our area's newest and free monthly publication. We focus on events, people, and culture of our area. Pick one up at over 200 locations in Bradley, Hamilton, McMinn, Meigs, and Polk counties, or check us out online at southeastcrossroads.com.
My name is Dr. Chris Palmer. I'm a sports medicine specialist at Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint. We pride ourselves in offering services 24/7 by taking call at the hospital and providing services such as our Saturday morning sports clinic. And I think we at Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint stack up very well to the things that you would otherwise have to travel maybe to Knoxville or Chattanooga or even to Atlanta to get that same level of a good combination of training and experience.
Welcome back. I'm here with Stephen Beasley, who is the Master of Media Communications. I told him I was going to say that because he does all things media-wise at First Baptist. So, Stephen, I'm glad to have you.
Well, thanks for having me here today.
Now that
Master's a stretch, so only when it's good.
Now that I've thrown that out there, you're going to be getting phone calls. You know, people, hey, can you help me with this? One of the things I like to do for our audience is to have our guests talk about, who they are, where they came from, and,
Sure.
If you would do that, that'd be great.
Well, my family moved to Cleveland around the time I was in middle school, so I got to go to Bradley Junior when it was Bradley Junior before it became Ocoee, and not too long after that, made a switch to Cleveland High School, so I guess I'm a traitor in some ways, but anyway, so best of both worlds is the way I like to think about it. But went to Bradley Junior and then to Cleveland High School, dual enrolled at Lee, and then while I was going to school at Lee, Brother Alan Lockerman came back to First Baptist for the second time, and I was helping out as a student intern, and he said, "Hey, we want to put our programs on TV, and so why don't you help us with that?" Of course, he didn't know it, but I didn't have any video experience, and just really enjoyed plugging wires in. So we got on TV in a couple of months, and so we broadcast on ABC out of Chattanooga, which is Channel 9, and then not too many years ago, we started broadcasting on this station, WTNB, several nights a week. So I started when we started TV, which was a while ago, so old church building, and then there was one project led to another. We added a service, and then we decided to move out to Stewart Road, and then we added another service, and so it's just been a fun ride. I'm married to Amy Beasley, or Amy Ross, since we're local, maybe people know that last name, but so married to Amy Ross. We have 3 children, Mary Evelyn and John and Charlotte, and so it's a big time at our house, and so that's the short version, but really I've just enjoyed being at the church this entire time. It'll be 10 years in January, and it's amazing what God has done in this amount of time, and really just watched Him work and change the church in so many ways, and like I said, add services and groups and events and all kinds of things. It's really become a community church, a group of people that care about, kind of take joy in doing ministry in a variety of areas, not just in the 4 walls on Sunday morning, but being involved in things in the community, being able to give and help and serve in so many different ways. So it's been a lot of fun to be a part of that.
Well, and you guys you do so much for the community, and you are involved in the community. We just talked about you all partnering with an event coming up in April, the Groovin' on the Greenway and Chalk the Walk Arts in Greenway Park. So you all are always on top of things, and you do it well.
It's really neat. There are so many people that are involved in these things. So whether it's Chalk the Walk or Groovin' on the Greenway, LeaderCast is coming pretty soon, Chick-fil-A LeaderCast, and so that'll be a combination of People for Care and Learning and the Chamber of Commerce, and so we'll host that. And really, it's just people who are a part of First Baptist or the First Baptist family in some way, and they're involved in this or that. And so we try to take our faith with us in so many of those things. So
right. Now, did you have a part in the? I know you guys just did around Christmas time. It wasn't a musical, but it was a culmination of songs that were written for the choir.
Yes.
And you all put that on DVD?
We did. So the choir just finished recording it's basically a never before released project called Splendor of Heaven. The songs were original songs. It was produced by Jaron Davis and Tyler Brinson. So they worked together and taught the choir the songs. Folks went to Nashville and studio musicians and some of our own people all work together, and it'll be released hopefully through Brentwood Benson later this month and distributed nationwide. And so really a chance to take some great songs about Jesus and send them all over the nation or maybe the world. We'll see how that goes. But,
Right.
But yeah, it's one of many things that we get to do.
It is. It is. You're just involved in so many different areas. I don't think people realize that. You know, most people know you do the fall festival, and Tara was here to talk about that back in the fall, and you know, all the Christmas events that you have, and the Bible studies, and we've got Easter coming up.
Right.
And let's take a quick break, Stephen, and when we come back, let's just do a rundown, because you've got things going on this week as we talk about
there's all kinds of stuff. Sounds good.
Mission trips. So we'll be right back and come back and talk more about First Baptist and what's going on there after this break.
Do 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 do.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Have you heard about the new WTNB deals around town? No? Well, then let me tell you all about it. Deals Around Town airs right here on WTNB Monday evenings at 7 p.m. I watch it because it features great local restaurants from right here in our area. And better yet, I can get 25, 50, even 75% off on these places when I just call in and buy a gift certificate. That's right, I just call in during the show and pick from dozens of deals. Rumor has it that WTNB Deals Around Town is growing and growing, so much so that they may be adding another night of savings. I've even heard that they will soon add even more places, and not just restaurants. We're talking kids fun, massages, who knows what will turn up. Remember, it's Monday evenings at 7 p.m. only on WTNB.
Why, hello, I'm Brent Winters. And welcome to my local store, Mattress and Furniture Expo. What we do here, it's kind of self-explanatory. Although recently, we've taken on something new. When you purchase a coupon from WTNB's Around Town Coupon Show, you can drop by our local store to pick them up here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Call today for any information you need. And feel free to stop by and take a look at the exciting deals we have on our mattresses. They'll put you to sleep, but in a good way, of course.
My name is Preston West, owner of Keystone Solutions. We specialize in helping small businesses with their IT needs, whether it's hardware or software or computer issues, servers, networks, kind of anything that's under the IT umbrella is what we take care of. We want to be it, if you will. When people are looking for IT help, we want to be the person that you call and the person that you think of first.
Stephen and I have been talking about First Baptist and a lot of the things that they do and all the different ministries that they're involved in, and especially involved in the community. And Stephen, we were talking about this week, there's a lot of things going on actually on spring break this week, and then we're going to share a little bit about Easter and the services coming up also with the audience.
So there are, at any given time, the calendar is packed, and there are 1,000 different things going on. And this week is spring break for schools, and so there are mission trips taking place, and I think your family's in Haiti right now, and
They are.
And then we've got another group in Panama. There's some people that went to North Carolina to help with some Indian reservation stuff here recently. And so I just got back from Nepal about 3 weeks ago. So that's just missions. There's all kinds of things happening.
It's fascinating. Well, and this was I know you guys were doing the Panama trip, and then Haiti kind of was a little bit of an afterthought, and it's just like, let's do it. And my husband and my 2 older children, Neely and Luke, are both down there with the team, and he had texted me and said that they're doing an amazing job. The kids are working hard. I think Brad's been surprised at how hard our kids have just, jumped in with both feet. And
yeah, they really do. You go on a trip like this, and what's funny is you go to serve and help in so many situations. Haiti had all kinds of earthquakes and situations that they're dealing with, and of course Panama has its own set of circumstances, and you go hoping to help, but it seems like everybody always comes back and says, man, I was more blessed by that than those people probably were. So it's a win for everybody.
Right. Well, it was special for us to have their dad go with them and be a part of it too. So it's been an answer to our prayer. We'd like for the whole family to go one day. So that's
I'm glad you stayed so we could talk about what's going on.
I know, exactly. And then we've got Easter coming up.
Yep. There will be 7. We have 7 services planned for Easter. 2 on Saturday night, which will be the 4th, and so that'll be 5 o'clock and 6:30. And then, because we know people have family responsibilities and that kind of thing on Easter Sunday, people love to get together, and so Saturday night things will start 5 and 6:30, and then we'll have 3 more services, actually 5 more services on Sunday morning. We'll do 1 at 8:30, 2 services at 10 o'clock, and 2 services at 11:30. So I'll run over that one more time since that was kind of fast. But Saturday night, 5 and 6:30. Then Sunday morning, 1 at 8:30, 2 services at 10 o'clock, 2 services at 11:30.
Okay, where's your overflow? Is it like an overflow area?
Kind of. We have an overflow area planned as well, but we have 2 services every Sunday morning at 9:45 and 2 services every Sunday morning at 11.
Okay.
And so for Easter, we adjust the schedule a little bit. It'll be 10 o'clock and 11:30. But we have an area called the Loft, which is a smaller room. It's live music, and then we simulcast Brother Allen's message. And so same preaching throughout all the services every Sunday. But some people like a smaller atmosphere, or they prefer more acoustic style worship or something like that. So Bobby Alexandre and Drawn Out lead the 9:45 service. And so it's a little more of an urban feel, a little more contemporary style, and then Stephen Johnston leads 11 o'clock Loft. And then Tyler Brinson is in the sanctuary all 3 services Sunday morning as well, big choir, orchestra, and that type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's important for people to know also, because I think people think that, well, it's a huge church and I don't like, a large setting like that to worship. I'd rather have something small. So you guys actually offer that.
It looks, we do. It looks really intimidating from the outside, and the parking lot looks huge. But you come inside, and it's a kind of a smaller commons area, and everybody ends up running into each other in this one. It's a common area, and so off of that, there are 2 worship spaces. One is called the Loft, which is probably seats 200 people or so, something like that. And so it's a good chance to get to know people, because you'll meet people on the elevator or walking up and down the stairs. And so it's a real good way to kind of get your feet wet and get to know people. It's real close to the children's area too, so if it's coming in a little bit late to drop the kids off, want to run upstairs and not have to worry about finding a seat in a larger room or something like that, the Loft was a great place. A lot of people love big orchestra and choir and all that type of thing, and so there's a big room for the larger services as well. So
right,
it's really neat, and there are a lot of other ways with groups to get to meet people as well. So it eventually feels like a family. It just takes a month or so to get your feet wet. Of course, there's a new members class. It's a great way to get to know all the things that the church does and how to get involved. And so,
well, I think that's the key to enjoying your church. There's a statistic out there. It's either 7 or 9 significant relationships to feel a part and be involved and to keep coming back.
Exactly.
And if you don't have that, a lot of it's your own responsibility. Just get in there and
come in, say hello, get involved in something that you're interested in. There are so many things at First Baptist for every age group and really for a lot of different interests. If you're a person who likes to serve, there's a lot of community-related things. We have a thing we call Manna Ministry, which is we make food baskets and distribute those, and so that's very hands-on. You can serve with me in the media department and operate cameras and help spread the gospel by all the airwaves that we use. You can help in the children's area. If you're a musician, you can get involved with the choir or the loft band or the orchestra, any of those type things. There's children's choir. There's middle school and high school choirs as well. If you're a sports person, we've got an entire Family Life Center with Rusty Asbull that's constantly doing something. They do everything from hunting and fishing to upward soccer to indoor pickleball, I think is on the list for maybe next month. So there are volleyball groups that meet at 6:30 in the morning, and I mean, there are all kinds of things. It's really just a matter of coming in and saying, hey, I want to get involved. A lot of the ministries are semester-based. So if you say, okay, it's been Christmas time, we're ready to get out of the house, maybe we'll try something. And so you can come right after Christmas and get involved in a Bible study, or that's when a lot of things kick back off for small groups and things like that. And so it's a good time for kids to get involved. The fall's another great time. The summer is packed full of activities. Of course, that's coming up, and so there'll be things like Vacation Bible School, camp for middle school and high school kids. There's a thing we call X-Play, which is like a day camp. Kids make videos and they play sports, and they'll do arts and craft type things. And of course, Jesus is centered all of these things,
Right.
And that's part of the relationship. And so
Exactly.
there's 1,000 different ways to get involved. And when you come through the door, somebody will be there to say hello, and then you can come during the week and visit Terry Collins Terry Davis right at the desk, and she'll point you in the right direction too. So.
Well, let's take one more quick break, and when we come back, we'll go through the Easter services one more time so people can write those down and enjoy Easter Sunday. We'll be right back.
The Cleveland Housing Authority's mission is to provide affordable, safe, and sanitary housing opportunities to low-end and moderate-income families. Flexible monthly rental options are available, so contact us today to see if you qualify for premier housing from the Cleveland Housing Authority. Visit www.clevelandhousingauthority.com or call us 423-479-9659.
Cameron Company Medical Equipment, conveniently located at 175 Sequoia Road in Cleveland, offers a large array of durable medical equipment from power wheelchairs and scooters to walk-in tubs and hospital beds. Cameron Company Medical Center also offers home and portable oxygen systems, diabetic testing supplies, manual wheelchairs, stair and wheelchair lifts, as well as home wheelchair ramps. We also have state-of-the-art portable ramps and carriers for all of your wheelchair needs. We also offer service and repairs for our products and most of your existing equipment if needed. Our friendly and professional staff can take care of any of your medical billing needs. Cameron Company Medical Equipment has become a leader in our industry with a reputation to give the best of everything that we offer. For questions and information, please give us a call at 423-614-5962. Cameron Company Medical Equipment, Sales, Service, and Repair. We make medical equipment affordable.
Here I am, living every doughboy's dream. I'm the next Marco's Pizza crust. I'm fresh, made by hand today. Now, my massage. Oh, that's nice.
Our ingredients speak for themselves. Marco's, authentic Italian pizza.
Well, I'm Zach Gates. I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm married to Heather Gates. We're both the owners of Lasser's Coffee and Tea, and we've been here for about 2 years. We're open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Saturday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And Sundays, we like to take that as a day of rest. We're closed all day. We are a franchise. I'm locally owned, born and raised here in Cleveland. There's only 4 other stores, 5 total. We just get to know people one drink at a time.
Welcome back, and Stephen is sharing with us about the upcoming Easter services and what their media department's going to be doing for that as well.
Yeah, so we have 7 services planned for Easter weekend. We'll start on Saturday night, and the first service will start at 5 o'clock. There'll be one that follows at 6:30. And then Sunday morning, we're going to adjust our schedule a little bit. We'll have one service at 8:30, and then 2, which will be the sanctuary and the loft at 10, and then 2 more services, which will be the sanctuary and loft at 11:30. And so we're adjust a little bit just for family's sake, and there'll be a little more music that day. And so it's a wonderful day to come out and be a part of all the activities, the First Baptist family, and just be a part of the things that are happening. Of course, worship the risen Lord. And all those will be live streamed as well. And so you can check out all of that and all the information we've been talking about on our website. It's firstbaptistcleveland.com. And so you can check the live stream there on Easter Sunday, or if you want to check out Saturday night and see what's going to happen on Easter Sunday, you can watch firstbaptistcleveland.com. There's a little button in the top right-hand corner that says Watch Live. So click that button and you can tune in. And then all of our services are broadcast every week on this station, which is WTNB. They're broadcast on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening, I believe, and then also on ABC out of Chattanooga at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Or you can catch us on the radio, which is US 101 at 9:30, just following the Gospel Road. And if Jim Gibson were here, he'd be saying country music. Yes, so that's on the US 101 country music station, 9:30, and that circles Knoxville to Huntsville. And then we're also on Mix 104, Steve Hartline's radio station, and that's 10:30 to noon every Sunday as well. So there's a lot of ways to catch up. Of course, Facebook, Twitter, podcasts. We'll have a Roku channel hopefully in the next month or so. So there's so many different ways you can
what
connect.
was that?
Roku. So Roku's a little device. It's like an Apple TV or Google Play. It's just a device you connect to your TV, and it's internet-delivered content. And so we've developed, it's kind of like an app for your phone, so we've developed some of those things. So just one more way to connect and keep up with what's going on.
That's interesting.
Brother Allen's in the middle of a Revelation series right now, so it's a good way to go back and follow up on maybe the last 2 or 3 messages and then tune in for the next ones. So many things going on.
So many things going on. And then you mentioned the Bible studies that are going on. Will those be starting new Bible studies after Easter? Kind of what's the time frame there?
There are a couple of, I think there's a parenting study that starts maybe the week after Easter. I'm not totally sure. You can check our website for the exact times and starts. Awana is still going on Sunday night, so kids can jump in with that anytime. And then, of course, children's choir and those type things as well. And then, of course, be looking for all the summer activities. There's a family camp out coming up. There's a big dodgeball tournament for middle school and high school kids coming up. And that's right behind the church. There will be 1,000 people there throwing dodgeballs at each other, so that's a blast. And then, of course, right around the corner is Camp Cherokee for middle and high school students. There's Vacation Bible School just around the corner, and so many other things like that. So.
Yes, just a lot of things going on.
There's a lot going on.
You know, in our community, if you're not involved in a church, please give First Baptist a try. They've just got so many things to offer, and you don't have any excuse not to get plugged in somewhere.
Yeah, so we'd love to see you, and there'll be a smiling face waiting. So
that's great. Stephen, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a great show and very informative. So Easter Sunday should be
it'll be a blast.
Success.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
We will see you next time on WTNB Today.